heavy moving knife with high crushing efficiency. The cutting tools are made of alloy steel, which is durable and durable. The frame plate is thick, resistant to high torque and very strong. Using microcomputer, PLC, automatic control, set start, stop, reverse and overload. Automatic reverse control functions. The equipment has the characteristics of low speed, high torque, low noise, and thus can meet environmental standards. Easy to adjust, low maintenance cost, economical and durable. The thickness of the cutter and the number of claws can be changed according to different materials. Soft milling type shredding, low noise, low energy consumption and even shredding. The hydraulic pushing device adopts the Taiwan brand. The contact control electrical appliances all adopt German Schneider. Plastic shredder is a kind of solid waste volume reduction machinery environmental protection shredder equipment used to shred high-density polyethylene HDPE plastic products and materials, which is conducive to plastic recycling and recycling of plastic particles, mineral water bottles, PET bottles, motor oil bottles, gasoline bottles, plastic barrels, etc. The plastic shredder is composed of 4 parts: shredding mechanism, bracket, recovery box and cart. The size of the equipment is determined by the size of the material and the amount of material handled. The plastic shredder is designed with a filter screen device. When the plastic shredder is working normally, the filter screen plays the role of separating materials and liquid, effectively recycling the liquid remaining on the bottle. For example, when crushing gasoline bottles, the remaining gasoline can be effectively separated and recovered. Sand dryer, also known as sand dryer, that is, high-efficiency combined dryer, is a kind of dryer that handles a large amount of materials due to reliable operation, large operation flexibility, strong adaptability, and large processing capacity. Sand and stone dryers are widely used in building materials, metallurgy, food, chemical, coal, pharmaceutical, and mining industries. Sand dryers are generally suitable for granular materials, and can also be used to partially mix materials to dry viscous paste materials or materials with high water content. Especially the drying effect of river sand and quartz sand is excellent. The sandstone dryer developed and manufactured by Crisho Machinery adopts the latest European energy-saving technology, the clamp type structure. The inner tube, middle tube and outer tube form a self-insulation structure. The special thermal design concept eliminates the heat loss of the wind tunnel, increases the heat exchange area and the evaporation intensity per unit volume, and has a good energy-saving effect. In line with the international policy of creating an environment-friendly and resource-saving society, it is an environmentally friendly and energy-saving product that replaces traditional dryer equipment. Drying of river sand, artificial sand, quartz sand, ore powder, coal slag, dry mixed mortar, yellow sand, cement plant slag, clay, coal gang, mixture, fly ash, gypsum, iron powder, limestone and other raw materials, widely used in building materials, chemical industry, casting and other industries. Sand and stone dryers improve thermal efficiency by more than 40% compared to traditional single-cylinder dryers. The fuel can be applied to white coal, bituminous coal, coal gang, oil and steam. It can bake block, pellet and powder materials under 20 to 40 m. The discharge temperature is less than or equal to 60 degrees, which can be directly fed into the warehouse without cooling into the cooling shed. The temperature of the outer cylinder body is less than or equal to 60 degrees. The temperature of the exhaust gas is less than 80 degrees, and the use time of the bag of the dust removal equipment is more than hour times longer. No air leakage, completely solve the sealing difficulties. The coal consumption is 1/3 of the single-cylinder dryer, saving 40% of electricity, and the standard coal consumption per ton is less than 9 kilograms. Compared with the single-cylinder dryer, the floor area is reduced by 60%. Civil engineering investment is reduced by about 60%, and installation is convenient. Rubber shredders are widely used in waste plastics, waste rubber, wood, paint buckets, waste household appliance shells, plastic shells, metal shells, large tires, large nylon materials, plastic head materials, large fish nets, large pipes, fibers, paper and other large volume waste. As a front-end equipment and other equipment, the production line can be widely used in other industries, such as sports ground runway, basketball court floor laying, shock-resistant gaskets, waterproof materials, rubber-treated asphalt, and so on. Scrap iron shredder performance characteristics. Scrap iron shredder consists of 4 parts: shredding mechanism, bracket, recovery box, and cart. And the size of the equipment is determined by the size of the material and the amount of material handling. When the scrap iron shredder works normally, the filter screen plays the role of separating materials and liquid, and can recycle the liquid remaining on the bottle. For example, when crushing gasoline bottles, the remaining gasoline can be separated and recovered. The scrap iron shredder is small and easy to move. Manual operation is simple and easy to use. The built-in garbage bag is fixed with a lock, which is stable and not easy to fall, and the equipment is strong and durable. Scope of use of scrap iron shredder. Scrap iron shredder can mainly shred hard metal materials such as color steel tiles, oil drums, paint buckets, car shells, motorcycle engine shells, car oil filter cores, etc. Car tires and large PE pipes can be shredded and crushed. It is a multifunctional metal shredder and shredder machine. Structural features of scrap iron shredders. The scrap iron shredders are composed of motors, hardened gear reducers, rotating cutter shafts, imported movable knives, fixed knives, racks, machine bases, boxes, working platforms, and other main structures. The dual shaft shredder mainly shreds hard metal materials such as color steel tiles, oil drums, paint buckets, car shells, motorcycle engine shells, and car oil filter cores. The metal shredder can also car tires. Large PE tube shredding and crushing treatment is a multifunctional metal shredder and shredder machine. Low speed, large torque shear, low dust, low noise, extremely low maintenance frequency. Reducer vibration reduction device protects transmission components. The cutter is made of high-strength alloy heat treatment, suitable for cutting all kinds of high-strength materials. The lower and upper split bearing seat design is convenient for maintenance of bearings and rotors. The advanced sealing system prevents materials from leaking from the box and guarantees the service life of the bearings. The whole machine system complies with industry standards. The motor is connected to the reducer belt pulley to reduce the speed gradually, effectively protecting the motor and the reducer. The transmission system is only connected with a coupling to ease backlash and protect the overall structural stability. You can choose one-piece or split-piece cutters and cutter thicknesses according to the materials, with a wide variety. The electrical system is controlled by Siemens plc, easy to operate and safe to operate. Scope of shredder: plastic, plastic barrel, plastic tube, plastic bottle, plastic cloth, plastic bag, aluminum plastic packaging, trash can. Garbage, electronic waste, medical waste, paper mill waste, plastic plant waste, plastic product plant waste. Metal, scrap steel, scrap iron, steel shavings, iron shavings, steel bars, barbed wire, iron sheet, steel shavings, cans briquetting, paint buckets. Waste paper, carton, paper tube, cardboard, carton, craft paper. Waste cloth, waste clothes, waste cloth strips, waste carpets, waste nylon. Waste cars, scrap car bodies, bicycles, motorcycles, car shells. Scrap furniture, scrap beds, scrap sofas, scrap tables, scrap chairs, waste doors and windows, waste bedboards, waste mattresses. Waste household appliances, waste refrigerators, waste computers, waste cell phones, waste batteries, waste cables, circuit boards, TV housings. Waste wood, building templates, wooden boxes, wooden boards, wooden trays, braids rope, straw, forage. Rubber, waste tire, rubber cloth, rubber pad, rubber sleeve, rubber ring, sealing rubber strip, large tire, automobile tire. Feed inlet, shredding cutter head, SEM, shredding spindle, SLU, shredding box, RU, feed baffle, RU, reducer, tube, motor, discharge port and other components. Operation principle of the shredder: the material enters the shredder from the feed port to shred the cutter disc, and then the two rows of fixed shredders of the shredder are tightened continuously to complete the tearing of the teeth of the shredder. Multiple shredding methods such as cutting and squeezing the bottom of the shredder disc will shred the material from a large volume to a small volume instantaneously, and will be discharged in the prescribed gap of the shredder cutter disc. The rotation of the machine knife disc is carried by the teeth of the subsequent shredder disc to complete the cycle of shredding until the size reaches the standard and the material is discharged from the shredder discharge port. Shredder features: shredder adopts targeted gear tooth cutter head to optimize shredding ability and improve shredding effect. Shredder can easily shred waste plastics, waste garbage, waste cloth, waste paper, waste metal and other waste materials. It is easy to transport and stack up to a small volume. The feeder baffle installed in the shredder can effectively prevent the material from entering randomly, increase the shredding efficiency, and prevent the jam. The screw cutter of the shredder can increase the shredding torque and improve the shredding ability. Improve shredding efficiency. Shredder has low investment, large production capacity, no excessive wearing parts, and low operating cost later. Shredder has a small footprint, no environmental conditions, no noise, and no dust is a new type of environmentally friendly shredder equipment. The waste material shredded by the shredder is small in volume, bright in cut, high in phase, high in density, and good in sorting, which is the preparation material for secondary processing production and the preparation material for recycling production. Advantages of shredder: shredder blades are made of alloy steel without gaps after wire cutting. Heat treatment is more wear resistant. The design of shredder has a large material inlet, unlimited feed size, and can easily feed various hollow containers and barrels. The bulk solid materials of shredders are shredded. The whole machine of the shredder has only a disassembly blade. It is a wearing part. Other parts are not vulnerable. It is easy to replace and maintain, and the cost of maintenance is low. The whole machine control of the shredder needs only one part. A control switch cabinet can be completed, and the one-button start-up and shutdown self-test is very convenient. The shredder has a small footprint, is movable and can be fixed, and is suitable for shredding processing in special environments, which is very convenient. The performance of the plate rolling machine is a kind of public forging equipment that can bend non-metallic plates into cones, spheres, cylinders, or other shapes. This performance is used in large widths in manufacturing, boiler steam, chemical, non-metal structure, and machine building business. The change machine business simply does not have one more short-term machine. It is because of the wide use by all walks of life that the high-speed stagnation of the plate rolling machine business yesterday. The working principle and safe operation rules of the four-roller rolling machine. The upper roller of the board rolling machine acts on the piston in the central symmetrical position of the two lower rollers. The hydraulic oil in the hydraulic cylinder acts on the piston to move vertically, and the final gear of the main reducer drives the two roller gear meshes for rotational movement, providing torque for the rolled sheet. The flat plastic metal plate of the plate rolling machine passes between the three work rolls, two lower rolls and one upper roll of the plate rolling machine. And the metal plate passes through multiple passes by the lower pressure of the upper roll and the rotational movement of the lower roll continuous bending, resulting in permanent plastic deformation rolled into the required cylinder, from no one part of them. The The disadvantage of this hydraulic pre-roller bending machine is that the end of the sheet needs to be pre-bent by other equipment. The plate rolling machine is suitable for large plate rolling machines with a plate thickness of more than 50 millimeters. A row of fixed supporting rollers is added to the lower part of the two lower rollers, which shortens the span of the two lower rollers, thereby improving the accuracy of the rolled workpiece and the overall performance of the machine. The safety operation regulations of the four-roller rolling machine must be managed by a special person. The operator must be familiar with the structural performance and use method of the plate rolling machine, and only after the consent of the responsible management personnel can the operation be carried out. Check carefully whether the safety device is intact before starting. During operation, it is strictly forbidden to put hands and feet on the roller and transmission parts and workpieces. After the work is interrupted, the clutch should be brought to neutral. Multi-person collaborative operations must be directed by a dedicated person. Overload work is strictly prohibited. The lifting and lowering of the upper roller and the tilting of the bearing and the balance of the upper roller must be performed after the main drive stops. It is forbidden to pile up work pieces and debris in the workplace, so as to keep the machine tool in the place clean at all times. After the operation is completed, the power supply should be cut off and the power box locked. When refueling the place where the discharge shaft is pressed, we need to use a grease gun to fill the well. Before refueling, we must first clean the refueling place and add oil once a week. If it is to refuel the connection place of the brake, then we have to move him back and forth after refueling. We need to lubricate 3 times a week and pay attention to cleaning. Each roller and corresponding parts in the tablet machine should be refueled, also 3 times a week. Add butter to the upper and lower blades, and 3 times a week. Lubricant should be added to the clutch area of the knife. The transmission shaft of the toothless screw needs to be greased, and then moved left and right, 3 times a week. The seal roll and the cylinder of the tablet machine should be cleaned and lubricated into place.